welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A here on my channel in a really long time. So I posted on my Instagram and my Twitter for you guys to send me some questions, and God, you guys sent me so many questions. So I'm going to try to answer as many as I can. Hopefully we will be able to satisfy some of you curious kitties out there. I tried to not answer any questions that I already answered in my first Q&A, which I'll link down below if you guys want to watch that. And if you missed out on getting your Q into this Q&A, don't forget to add me on Instagram and Twitter. Also, I have a question. Is Snapchat dead? Is it dead or is it alive? I need someone to answer that question for me. Thank you. Whew, I'm going to start this off with a toughie because, you know, we like to go from 0 to 60 over here on Tea and Glitter. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is green, closely followed by purple, with an umbrella of glitter, always and forever. How's Stella doing? Stella is my car, and she's great. She's really dirty right now. Ooh. What is my favorite number? I think you mean actual number, and it's 73, and the reason for that is because when I was in elementary school, everyone's favorite numbers were either 7 or 3, and then I thought about the number 73, and I was like, no one loves the number 73, and then I thought about like old people on their 73rd birthday, how no one makes a big deal about it, and I think I probably cried and then made 73 my favorite number so that someone would care about it. I don't know. There you go, my favorite number. How long have you lived in Florida? Born and raised. I'm a native here and I love it. I love Florida, I love Orlando, and especially right now because spring is so beautiful. Even though I'm like high on Zyrtec right now, it's so beautiful. I love it. Catch me again in the like depths of summer and I might be feeling a little bit differently, but right now, living it, loving it. Would you ever come to the UK? Of course! Someone fly me to the UK. I'll put on a show. If you never got into go-go dancing and burlesque, what career do you think you'd be in now, and would you still pursue that now? I think that I would probably be a writer. I have a degree in advertising, public relations, marketing, and women's studies. Obviously, women's studies, come on. I was a freelance writer for different ad agencies, magazines, marketing firms, and that sort of thing, and I really enjoyed that. I just ran out of time to take on clients because my sparkle career was like, shoo! Let's go! Take off our clothes in all corners of the world. Why do you choose to work so many hours / jobs? What do you hope to attain from it all? What do you aspire most to be in life and to get out of life? I think it's because I want to do so many things. Everything I do, I'm passionate about. So I don't mind working 80 hours a week to be able to do what I love and share it with the world. And I also feel like I have a message that the world may want or need to hear, and so when I'm out there working and I'm developing this platform through the glitter grind, it gives me the opportunity to spread a message of self-care and self-love and to be proud of who you are, and I think that that's really important. So that's kind of what I want to do. Whatever platform gets me there, I just want to get out there and give the world a big hug and help other people feel happy and passionate and confident, and that's why I work as hard as I do and as many jobs as I do. What made you start your YouTube channel and what is your goal of it? See, that kind of goes back to what I was just talking about. I started my YouTube channel because I wanted a larger platform. I wanted to be able to reach more people, and I thought, okay, so I'm a lesbian go-go dancing burlesque princess and I have cats. Like, hello, am I YouTube? I think I'm YouTube in a person. I used to write a blog. I really loved that. Like I said before, I'm a writer and it's something that is part of who I am. But I didn't feel like I was reaching enough people, and I thought that with YouTube I could maybe entice people to come to my channel with like sparkly boobs and stuff and then be like, hey, self-care and love yourself and be who you are and gay is okay and trans rights are human rights and, you know, just stuff and things. I guess I wanted to share sparkly tits and inspiration. Ding! Who is the cutest person you've ever met at a show? The cutest person I've ever met at a show is, ding! This little puppy came to my show. It was awesome. I loved it. Totally ruined my cool though. I was like being sexy, and I was like, puppy! It's fine. How do you get motivated? I recently came across this quote that was like, when you don't have motivation, that's when you need determination. And I was like, damn, alright. So when I don't feel motivated, I just try to get determined about my goals and what I need to do and power through, because you won't always be motivated. So sometimes you just have to pull up your bootstraps and fight for it. I certainly don't have motivation every day. I wish I did, because God, the things I could get done. How did you learn to make your own costumes? I just wing it. I just really hardcore just wing it and hope for the best. And that's why when I finish a costume, I wish you guys could be there in the moment when I put everything on, because I'm like, holy crap, this like actually turned out. Like that happens every time. I'm just like, I have this vision and then I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll do this and put this here and make this happen, and then it's pretty and I'm like, oh my god, thank God. And then if there's like something that's like kind of fucked up on it, I'll like add some more rhinestones and like, glitter sparkle, ha, fixed, ta-da. So that's how I learned to make my own costumes, by winging it. Okay guys, I got a ton of questions on healthy living, on fitness, on diet, on workouts, on all that. So I thought instead of answering those 75 questions here, do you guys just want me to make like a whole video on what I do personally, what I eat, my workouts, and that sort of thing? Leave a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up if you want me to make a video on that. What kind of music do you listen to? If I'm not trying to find new music to perform to, I listen to a lot of female vocalists because I'm gay as fuck. What draws you to someone, or what attracts you? What attracts me to someone is something that is absolutely inexplicable. Sorry, I can't tell you what it is. It's an energy. It's almost like they have their own like spotlight on them that just like, I just can't even ignore it. It's an energy thing, I think 100%. Like I'm just like, oh, whoa, something about you. How did you first meet Fenton and Banksy? Would you give some history on your kitties? Oh yeah, I'll tell you all about them. Okay, so Fenton and Banksy came to be because there was an animal hoarder in Orlando. He had about 19 cats inside and about 14 cats outside, and it got really bad and the city had to come in and do something about it. And I work with different like animal shelters and that sort of thing, and so they knew that I was considering adopting a cat. I finally felt like I was like stable enough financially and like as a human and adult to take on the responsibility of pet ownership, because it is a responsibility, and they knew that I was ready to do it. And so they said that, hey, there's a gray and white kitten here, do you want it? And I showed up, and it was this little gray and white fluff ball was in this little laundry basket, and then it unrolled into 2 little gray and white fluff balls, and I was like, what? And the animal hoarder, it was a man, which I found was interesting, I wasn't expecting that. He started crying and he was like, please don't separate them. They've been together since the womb and they're best friends. And I'm like getting choked up thinking about it. And I was like, okay. So I took both of them, and it was the best decision of my entire life. Collectively, my entire life, best decision ever. And they were super sick. Fenton couldn't even like open his eyes. They were so crusted over, and they had worms and they had all kinds of things. But with loving care and human grade, grain-free organic foods that cost more than my food, they are now strapping young gentlemen. They're best friends. They're my best friends. They're the great loves of my life, and I am obsessed with them. And they're both sleeping, and it's annoying me because I want them to be in this video. How tall are you? I'm 5'9". I'm a tall girl. This one's kind of deep, so I feel like maybe you guys should settle down, prepare yourself. I'm gonna open up just a little teensy weensy bit. It says, on your path to creating inner peace, what has been the one situation / thing that has been / is your most difficult regret to come to terms with and pass? And the first thing that came to mind, and really the only thing, is that I dated someone for a long time who was using heroin, and I've never had a drink, I've never done drugs, and she hid this from me our entire relationship. And dating an addict is very hard, and not knowing you're dating an addict is extremely hard. So that's something that I've been working on. Thank God for therapy, y'all, because homegirl needed it after that relationship ended, and I found out about all the drug use and whatnot. So, moving on. Let me find something I need to kind of lighten the mood again. What did you want to be when you were a kid? I wanted to be an ecologist. That's right, I wanted to study the ecosystems of the world. Nerdy. How often are you asked out on dates? Surprisingly regularly. I mean, I guess maybe not surprisingly regularly because I'm a public figure in like a sexy way. I'm super socially awkward, so kudos to anyone who can ask anyone else out, because that takes some bravery and some guts. I feel badly because I know that because I'm socially awkward, my reaction is usually like a weird twitchy thing. I don't know, so I apologize if you've asked me out and I, you know, looked like I was having a mild stroke, but yeah, regularly. For this ugly duckling, that makes me feel awesome and weird at the same time. Moving on, like I'm sweating now after talking about that. What advice would you give to a lesbian who just came out and is just now going on a social setting for the first time by themselves? Whew! Congratulations, first of all, on coming out. It's exciting. It's a wonderful place to be out of the closet. It's a bright, beautiful world. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's great to be gay. But I'm socially awkward, so I may not be the best person to ask, like, how do you go out into a social setting and be cool? I guess just don't be cool. Just go out there, bring some friends. Even if they're straight people, we have the best time at the gay club, so straight people, come on out. Having like a support system is really great when you go out for your first time. And yeah, welcome. It's a really awesome community that you are going to be involved with, and I am pleased to welcome you as mayor of Gaytown to the gay world. We love you and we're excited to have you, and most of us are just as awkward as you are. Okay guys, I think that's all the time we have today. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. Thank you for being curious about me. It makes me feel really great to know that you're interested in knowing more about me. And speaking of, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see on my channel. If you want to see more vlogs, more talky videos, if there are specific topics you want me to cover, like the fitness stuff, like the burlesque stuff, or anything else. I'm here, I'm queer, and I want to give you guys what you want to see. You know what I'm gonna do right now? Banksy's right there. He's asleep. I'm gonna wake him up. He needs to be involved in this. Say hi to YouTube, Sleepy. Don't forget to like and subscribe and give it a thumbs up and tell your friends. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!